Ladies and gentlemen, our third inductee for the night is Mr. Philip Jennings. Welcome to the show, Mr. Jennings.
Thank you so much. What a weekend.
Now, what was it Judge Woodruff said?
Judge Woodruff said he was a legend at Athens High School. So he was honored to play with such a legend.
Oh, boy.
Bragged on you. So he was bragging on you,
Well,
Philip.
I was a legend in my own mind. But
Hey, that's all that matters sometimes, you know.
But I was just thinking, Philip, man, just think of all the people. I looked on that list, and I was a little bit later. I graduated in '81 from Athens, but all these folks on this list that played for Coach McCoy. It was a lot of y'all that's on that list right there.
he was an incredible coach, and he was a very good coach at getting us motivated to do what we need to do and get the job done. And we were a team, and he made sure we were a team.
Yeah.
We came in as sophomores, and he immediately tried to get us in the fold, playing in varsity games, and made a big difference to us in our senior year.
Oh, yeah.
What year was that, 72?
72.
72.
I'll never forget to remember. Yes, I never remember going to Andalusia. I remember getting on the bus going to Andalusia and going to that ball game.
Well, that was probably the next year.
Yes.
Or the year after, but we went to Coleman and ended the season, but we sure had a good run getting there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So years spent playing football. Trying to think some of the stuff you might have done after. Tell us some of the stuff you feel like you accomplished after high school.
Well, after I left, I wanted to coach high school football, and I went down to Panama City and was in Lynn Haven at Mosley High School, and I stayed there for 4 years. And then Billy Livings, who was at Jeff Davis and had a good run there, moved to Vero Beach, Florida.
I know that area.
I happened to be married to a girl from Vero Beach, and Coach Livings called me and I went down there, and I stayed for 20 years.
Wow.
And I was the Brownie Nelson.
Brownie Nelson.
I ran the 8th and 9th grade program and got the kids ready to play varsity football, and I loved it. It was a great run. I just had the best time. Very little pressure to win, but we won because the kids were – I used a lot of Coach McCoy's techniques and some things I learned at Auburn, and Coach Livings was incredible motivator, teacher. I learned a lot of football, and the kids, they responded, and had some great assistant coaches as well.
So at 72 at Auburn, were you Coach Jordan or is that Coach Barfield? I believe it's Coach Jordan.
73 season was, let's see, there were 3 years. Coach Jordan was there. And then the last year was Coach Barfield.
Okay.
And Coach Barfield was our freshman coach when we first got
Okay, I was just fixing to ask you if that's the way it was then. You had the freshman team and then the varsity team. It's
a great thing. One of my teammates from that team is here tonight. He came all the way from Rome, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Bo Bragg. Awesome teammate.
Good for you.
And his wife, Vicki. And they made the trip just for this.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Wow, that means a lot, I know, man. I can't imagine.
It does.
That's awesome.
It does my heart good to be supported like that. I had a friend from Hansville to come up last night who was on the team.
Yeah.
And then an opposing team member from Coleman was here, and he poked at us a little bit.
I was going to say, he didn't come
He was at Auburn. He was at Auburn as a good friend, and it was great. We had a good time.
And you're going to see a lot of your former Athens teammates there up here tonight, too.
I look forward to that. And I had a few of them there last night. Jerry Davis and oh, goodness, Judge Woodruff was there.
Right.
He was our quarterback. Oh, it was just a great evening.
Have you talked to Coach McCoy?
I've talked to him a couple of times. I've been back in town. I came to a service at the Presbyterian Church one morning, and he was there. And there was another function. We had our reunion 7 years ago, and got to see him then.
That is great.
You know what? I haven't seen. Is he doing okay? I mean, is he doing?
I've heard he's had a rough go at with some things, but he may or may not be here tonight. Just wasn't sure.
I haven't seen him in quite a while, and that's why I asked. I grew up. Mike, his son Mike, is younger than me, but we used to hang out right during the summers and play ball. We had our own little ball fields and stuff.
Right.
And Mike was a good athlete in his own right.
Yeah. Coach McCoy was so good to me. He provided me with everything I needed to become a good football player and a good shot putter as well.
That's what I was going to ask, because the judge talked about that. We don't see that as much nowadays. kids doing track.
Crossover.
But they said that Judge, since Coach McCoy was the football coach, he kind of pushed a lot of y'all football players to do track also, and there was many of y'all that were excelled in track and field.
Well, the wrestling program with Coach Clemens, and then Coach Phillips had the track program, but Coach McCoy was very supportive.
Yeah,
he was there with us and worked with me on shot putting and helped me become a state champion.
Yeah. But you know what? You mentioned how much Coach McCoy means to you. But, the reason you're sitting here as well, though, is because you took his coaching and you took his words of advisement. So a lot of it is to your credit as well.
Well, I owe a lot to my teammates because, they helped me shine because that defensive line kept everybody off me and I was able to make tackles.
Well, thanks a lot. We sure appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Philip, on this night. Enjoy it. It's for you.
I want to compliment everyone on the golf tournament, the information I've gotten, and this is just an incredible community, and I just really appreciate everything everyone's ever done for me.
And it seems like a well-organized machine.
It
is.
The guys are doing.
And I just love this community, and I miss it, but I had to go out and spread my wings.
Got to do what you got to do, right?
Congratulations.
That's
right.
There we go.
That's right. Thanks, Philip.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Philip. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break. You're listening to the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame version of Applebee's Tailgate Talk.